Need a spirit seed. I've never had my account on hold for such an obscure thing. You get a fucking thing from that one. What a joke.
Treatment. The newest tunes selected. The hottest tracks in a row.
A state of trance.
Ladies and gentlemen, your host for tonight, Armin van Buuren.
Met nu 1 uur lang non-stop in de mix, Ferry Korsten.
We usually talk about that. We're recording for YouTube. Yo, what's up, bro? I hope you enjoy it, though. Fat tire. Nah, I'm not big into beer. My liver goes through enough already. My brother always gets fancy named beer. IPAs or whatever. It's all beer to me, dude. I ruined it. My first time drinking, I drank natural ice when I was like 13. And I got sick. And ever since that age, ever since I can't drink beer, I'll fucking throw it right up. It doesn't sit well in my stomach. It just... I don't know, man. It's like one of those things where you do it once, and if it isn't fun, you never do it again. Because it just sits in my stomach and, like, the hops or whatever, and then I get that taste, and then it all comes out. It's really odd considering my dad drinks like 20-30 beers a day. You think it would have passed down onto me with that. I was into liquor and wine. More wine, baby, pour on a cup, ayo. I found a couple years ago, well, many years ago now, 5-6 years ago, I found 3 gallons. I was at my grandparents' and I found 3 gallons of wine that was in their cellar, like hidden behind shit in the wine cellar, in these old fucking bottles or jugs, if you rather. And there was like cloth put down into it, and then a cork. And the corks actually popped. I already went through my peep phase, man. I don't know, I'm just glad I could say I watched him fight. I like to think it's not rigged in some way or shape or form, but we'll see what if it's real or not. He's still Mike fucking Tyson, man. And he knows it's gonna be the most viewed fight ever, and that's what feeds the animal in him, man. Like, Jake Paul is a fighter. He's young, he's good, he's fast, he's smart. Fights the right people, brings publicity. Mike Tyson is a fucking psychopath, and he kills people in the ring. And his biggest thing is putting asses in seats. Well, He's about to be in front of the biggest boxing crowd in the entire history. You think he's not going to go in there and go fucking berserk? Unless he has a heart attack, he's going to kill him. Unless his heart gives out, which I don't think that's going to happen, which would be tragic, like, fuck. He'd be known as a guy who gave Mike Tyson a heart attack. That's the only thing I could think of that's gonna separate him winning from losing, is like if he literally like physically has fatigue. His biggest issue is probably he's gonna be gassed by the third round, man. First round he's gonna come in hot, but then again he knows what he's doing. He's a killer. Once he gets in there, the lion might come through, man. You never know. He gets the flashbacks. I can't say he'll get winded. I've seen him do more intensive workouts than me, and I'm 30, and my heart rate hits 160, 170. His was like 90, and he's fucking throwing big weight balls around and shit, dude. Like, he's in better fucking shape than I am, and I'm in pretty fucking good shape, considering all things considered. He's in better shape than me. Think of it right now. You and Mike in the room. Put him up. Think about that. Think about that on a personal basis of what you think of the man. And then ask yourself if you want to fuck with him. And then remember who he is. And then remember what he has. He has nothing to lose in this. All gain. Win or lose, it's all gain for everyone. For boxing. Jake's smart. Him and his brother realized, we got 40 million people at our fingertips. We're into other stuff too. You guys, none of you in here would fight Jake. You get your ass handed to you. You're not he's a trained bot. He's not a YouTuber. Go ahead and fight him. Go have fun. You're gonna get your ass handed to you. You're gonna look stupid. It's so far beyond just calling him like, oh, this YouTube boxer. He's making boxing bigger than it's ever been. Like, so then there's that too. He could go in there and beat the old man. He could just run around. The only thing I can think of is Jake staying away from him and gassing him out, and then taking him. That's all I can think of. But like, Mike don't fucking let you get space. He goes right in on you, dude. He is in on you. He was trained by Customato. You peek that peekaboo style, man. That's what he needs to give him. He doesn't know that. Peekaboo, jab, uppercuts, get in the cradle, I call it in the cradle. He's a little shorter than Jake too, and he's stocky. It's like a piston, like pistons to the sides. He can crack him down if he gets to the body early. If he gets to Jake's body, if he gets some shots in on him early, Jake's gonna experience what it's like to get hit by the hardest hit he's ever been hit by before. He's never when one of Mike's hit collides. That's going to be the heart, whether it's his chest, ribs, fucking face, head, side of his head. It's going to be, you're going to see it on the live feed. You're going to see his eyes. Whoa. Fuck. And then there's the fear factor. Like, imagine Jake hitting him as hard as he can and then getting hit as harder than he's ever been in his life. That's good. That could break a guy. Who has he fought that hits harder than Mike Tyson? Like, come on. We're talking about boxing here. I'm not talking about the MMA fighters. They're MMA fighters. They'll take you to the ground and choke you the fuck out if you're a boxer. That's how they fight. It's a whole different sport. It's a whole different... I hate when people put MMA fighters up against trained boxers. It's not fair. It's not the same thing. It's complete. Like, MMA is everything. Your whole body is your tool. Tommy Fury. Has Jake Paul taken from Tommy though? Not in the ass, but taken some hits. He took some of the powerful hits. I don't know, I just feel this weird, like I feel like people must have felt in the 80s and 90s of just like, I'm waiting to see what this animal does in the cage. It's like waiting for a caged lion to fucking, I don't care if he's only 57 years old, it's like, that's still a very scary man. I know a lot of 57-year-old dudes that I wouldn't fuck with. And I know how to fucking fight, but I still know some dudes that I wouldn't fuck with. But then we're talking Mike Tyson here, and he's been training. He's in not the best shape of his fucking life, obviously, but it's gonna be interesting. I can't really tell you who's gonna win. I have no idea what's gonna happen. I just know I'll be one of the many, many hundreds of millions tuning in. Can you imagine just the anxiety of that on top of it? None of us could handle that even. The largest assembled audience, virtually and physically or whatever, the largest audience ever for a boxing event, like, you could look at some fight. If there's a type in the boxing match from 1941 record crowd. There's 93,000 individuals in that crowd, but there was no social media. There was no. So now we're talking hundreds of millions of people besides a packed AT&T Stadium. This is big, man. I didn't even fucking know about this till I got home from work. When I'm at work, I'm disconnected from this shit. Well, I'm logged in gaming, I'm doing something, but I mean, social media, whatever, and nobody there was talking about it. When did this even become a thing? I know they were supposed to fight back in like fucking July. Like, what happened? Like, what? The beef, playful beef has been going on for a long time, but like they were supposed to fight back in July and it was supposed to be a big Netflix thing and then it didn't happen, but like they're smart. They're so smart because they threw that out there and so many fucking people had it in their heads and it didn't happen, and now it's like the biggest thing in the world right now, dude. An hour from now about what's to happen is the biggest event, a sports event ever. Well, besides your it may be on par with the Super Bowl or more, because we're talking all the dwellers on the internet who have no idea who he is that are watching Netflix. You have all the old fans, all the new all the fucking Jake Paulians, this is massive, man. Like, this is huge for every single thing involved in it. And we get to sit here and enjoy it from the comfort of the laptop. I don't know how it can get better than that. I don't like modern boxing. I don't pay attention to any of it. I'm stuck in the past with most sports. I don't know, it's like music. It's Led Zeppelin, fucking the Stones, the Who, it's just like it was just stuff that was created a long time ago and it's fucking still better. There was so much more energy and excitement when not everybody had their fucking phones out. Oh me, I can't breathe. Dude, if I fucking, I might be in this bar band. I might get in this bar band with this guy, but it's probably not gonna happen. But if I see one person with their phone out, I'm gonna stop the fucking show. I'm gonna fucking be a piece of shit. Get us canceled from so many bars. Just to prove a point. Stay the fuck off your phone when I'm singing. You know, in the past, people would get fucking thrown out for having a camera. Hey, they'd stop the show. Hey, the fucking guy has a camera. Get that fucking camera. Now it's like, all right, everybody get their phone. They're reporting the show the whole time. And then it's like, why? You know, I've seen Megadeth, Motley Crue, Alice Cooper, Guns N' Roses, Saxon. I've seen a lot of good bands, but I can't even stand going to a show anymore. Like, I used to go and enjoy the shows, there's, you know, and now you go and it's like you got, instead of having people in front of you that you can't see over, you have them with their phones like this, and it's just a glare. It's like, the last concert I went to was Megadeth. The only concert I would see again, if he still ever does around, is Arlo Guthrie. I saw him like 5 times, and all everybody does at his shows is pass marijuana around. That's Woody Guthrie's son. He's a folk musician. There's some new songs coming out nowadays, but they're rare. Yeah, there's some tunes I throw on, but I wouldn't go to see them live. Treated like a shoe. Well, there's no trace of me on the internet of any social medias, put it that way. I got off that shit in high school because I was tired of seeing people bitch. I've been alienated from society for my whole life. I'm not a part of any establishment or bullshit. People hate that in high school, especially. Why doesn't he hang out with us? Why doesn't he go to this function? He must be weird. He must do it. Yeah, tell that girl not to talk to him. High school petty shit. But that stuff happens on the internet too. Modern day, right now. I have drama with people for no reason. Petty bullshit drama. It never ends. It's on their end. It ain't on my end. They're the ones that stew on it. I don't stew on it. I got too much other shit in my head. About to watch Mike Tyson fight. I never thought I'd be able to say that. Win or lose, I lived on this earth to say I'm watching a Tyson fight. Apparently I watched many of them when I was a baby, or when my mom was pregnant. They'd go to bars. You'd go to a bar, get a drink, and by the time your drink was ready, the fight was over. Like, bro, you go to watch a Tyson fight. It was a joke. It was an ongoing joke with everybody that, like, it was an occasion to bring everybody. The fight was going to be over in 5 minutes, and then everybody could just get drunk and party. Well, that's what Tyson fights were, dude. Literally, for 86, 87, 80, like, well, 84, 85, 80, when he went to the fucking professional boxing league, when he became, it was a event for people. And it's an event tonight. Bigger than anything else. I bet Don King would be rolling in his grave. He couldn't be half the promoter that guys like Jacob and his brother are. Don King was just a money-hungry prick, although he made hundreds of millions of dollars off of Tyson, so I can't say, promotion was different back then. It was how many people could you bring to Madison Square Garden, and how many pay-per-views could you sell, and they didn't have the internet to streamline this shit. They didn't have, we're all paying I pay $20 a month for fucking Netflix, and as far as I know, I'm not gonna be able to find this fight anywhere else relevant other than some sketchy ass streaming sites which I just don't feel like watching it on. So like, think about that. All the hundreds of millions of people that have Netflix were basically spending $20 to watch this fight. There's a cut in. They're getting a cut. So now there's that. There's the people there. There's the people across the country. It's just, on a global scale, it's like something like this hasn't happened in a long time. This is going to be the most viewed thing in a long time. The only thing I could think other than this happening would be Michael Jordan getting on the court against LeBron. Think about that. I mean, there's no other living legend that Tyson could fight. He's the living legend, though. That's the problem. Is there are a few living legends in basketball. There are a lot of them, but the boxers are. Yo, champ. Because they're all fucked up. They took hits in the brain. Their brains are beaten into pulp. It's like there's no good outcome from a life full. I had a really good fight this morning. I smacked my bald fucking head, split my fucking bald head. Can't see it too well, but I split my bald head and I fell down a flight of 12 steps onto my ass. I do enough damage to myself, let alone to just go and dude, I fucking literally rolled backwards down my flight of steps here. It only took 15 days. I feel like if I was older, there would have been more of a reaction than ow. To my benefit, I had a large coat on with a hood up. And when I hit my head, I lost my balance and rolled over 3 times, landed on the bottom of the steps, and I was like, ow, and I went to work. I think I'd feel it more if I was a little older. I fucking hit my back, my arm, my shoulder, my fucking head. Look at Tony Ferguson. The thing with Mike is he doesn't have any brain damage because he didn't start getting hit by hard people until like Buster Douglas and shit like that. Like, he didn't take the abuse like Nigel Benn when he killed that guy in the ring, for example, hitting him in the back of the head over and over and over like a sledgehammer when he already had pre-existing brain issues. But they all have. Now, think of those bare knuckle fighters. After the fight, their jaw and their nose is hanging off their face like a horror movie, and they're like, I think it was I'm really satisfied, and I think it was a great fight, and I really just can't wait to, glue my face back together so I can get it knocked off again. Like, there's something wrong with those people, man. It's not normal to, like, of course it's entertaining, like, and that slap boxing shit. Jesus Christ, like, hey, sign me up for brain damage. Like, sign me up. Let's go. Fucking Dana White sitting there enjoying every second of it. Like, that is worse than every other physical sport in the world. That is more dangerous to your brain, to your functions than it's almost hard to watch. It's worse than watching a bare knuckle fight, in my opinion. It's more damaging than that because you're literally trying to brunt the force. But if you don't, your ligaments, there's nothing good about it. Like there's nothing like beneficial other than the money for I guess these guys or whatever. And like but like a lot of people say bare knuckle is safer than box. Well, you can't. The human bone, the bones in the knuckles, as I've found out in my lifetime, are about 1/10 of the strength as the human skull. Everything in between. So you're right. There is more damage that could be done. Who was that older guy? He looked like Tom Selleck in the 90s. He was big in MMA. He wore gloves when they didn't. He had a fucking. He was a fucking awesome fighter. I forget. He had a hairy chest. Fucking had a mustache. Yeah, dude. He was a fucking animal, bro. He was fighting back when people could barehand his ass. He was fighting when people could fucking punch you in the face, bare knuckle, right in the mouth. Like, that would suck. But he wore the gloves because he knew, you know, fucking, these people are breaking their fucking hands. There was always a complication because of a fight when you get in a fight with somebody and it's bare knuckles. Either somebody breaks their hand, somebody breaks their nose, it's just it's a mess. It's just like violence is just not worth it. Even if you won, you're still probably gonna have broken a knuckle or two. Is that winning? Let them talk. Let people talk. Fuck them. They're not gonna lay a hand up. If they try to hurt you, you can defend yourself, but don't. The most childish thing is being baited into a fight from some random person that you don't even know. There's times at work when me and my boss are at each other's necks. He's 70 years old, and it's like I would never lay a finger on him. You know what I mean? Like, "45 minutes." Watch, Netflix will have its first shutdown. Too much traffic. Can you imagine?
Revolution.
Imagine if the Amazon servers couldn't handle it. Yeah, it's premiering on Netflix. Those websites. Yeah. I'm gonna watch it live on there because me and this chick are gonna watch it together, and she only has Netflix. If I link her fucking some random website with 6,000 letters in it, text it to her, she's gonna stop talking to me. You know what I mean? Like, hey, let's watch the fight, but it's on fucking Peter the Rabbit / MP3 peg JPEG fucking PHP fucking 91175.com, and it's perfectly safe. Like, but you'll need to put your VPN on. I might as well tell the girl that I'm a fucking, you know, that's it. It's over. So I was like, you know, let's watch it on Netflix. So we're gonna call each other. Ooh. I need to put stakes on this. If Tyson wins, I have to give her head. If Jake wins, she has to give me head. I like these. I like the. That's what I'm gonna wager on this, because I told her we're gonna wager something on this, and she said, "Oh yeah, how much?" I said, "It ain't gonna cost you money." And she said, "Okay." Wink. I just discovered what I'm gonna say. Yes, because no matter who wins or loses, we still get. You give her head, you're getting it back. It's, you know, this is a guaranteed lay just from watching a fucking event. This girl's more of a call up when I'm horny. I'd take her to a bar, take her out, stuff like that, but like, I'm not that attracted to her, where like I get feelings or whatever. It's one of those. Like, many guys are a girl's backup option. She's just one of my backup options. She wants to hang out this weekend, and I work tomorrow, so she wanted to hang out tonight, but I said no, because I gotta get up early, so we're gonna watch the fight. She was gonna come over and watch it here. I was like, I'm not hanging out. I gotta get up at fucking 5:30. I was like, we'll hang out tomorrow night. Maybe. Depending on how I'm feeling. I'm going for a spirit tree seed, and the more I don't get it, the more demotivated I am and don't care about sex or her in general. And that's that. So if I don't get a spirit seed tomorrow at some point, I don't think I'm gonna hang out with her.
Is a state of trance. Your Thursday night dance treatment.
I gotta put myself and my account first. Everything else comes second. You understand? It's a 1 in 91 shot from a seeded nest. We are at eight seeded nests. We've only done a couple runs so far. I can also get seeded nests from trading that guy eggs. It's real, like, I'm making more of a deal out of it than it needs to be made, but I'm gonna basically have to do birdhouse runs for the next few weeks, because, or days, or however long it takes, because I need a spirit tree in my house so I have the motivation to do con. Because the Prifidus spirit tree is very close to the teaks. If I can finish con, then I can finally finish everything else in max. Like, that's basically how that goes. You might be wondering, why are you doing this then? You could be doing something else right now, Dave. Well, this is 0.8, and I don't care. Leave me alone. It's all about overall anyway. It doesn't, like, EHP is EHP. It doesn't matter what fucking... Consistent long-term gains. Small or large. Doesn't matter. If you want to think about it anyway, you can think about it. I'll have 200 mil ranged and mage from when I'm at work. So, like, that already gives me an edge as a long term. Like, there's not even many people with 200 mil ranged and mage. That's something I could do while I'm working. So then, you know, imagine everything else. You know, today I fucked up. I spent about 5 hours in zone, and then 3 of those hours, the 8 hours total, 3 of them I had no ammo in my quiver because I forgot to buy a fucking Avas. So I was putting myself in, potioning up. That's happened over the years. Not just on, it's never happened to me on here. That was the first time I ever, in 40 mil, I never fucking did that. But when I was on my main and I did my melees, there was days when I'd go in there with broken DH and didn't realize it. Effectively, you were punching or clicking, because you could wear the one, when the gear is broken, it stayed on. I was cracked back then though, dude. I played so much. But like, I wasn't smoking weed. I was 23 and motivated to go to the top, and that's what I did. I got top page main in 2017 for the first time. I was so locked in that year. 2016 to 2017 was my best as a main. That was my best year. My main didn't get knocked off top page until 2020. My hardcore's dead on top page until sailing comes out. I wonder if I'll be top page on this and on the dead hardcore at the same time, or if sailing will come out. Sailing will come out way before I get to the top. I'm not even fucking maxed. There's a little bit of stuff left to do. I wonder who's gonna narrate the fight. Probably gonna be some A-list people in the coming to that. I really hope nobody sets an attack on it. A terrorist attack. The largest audience in the world ever to watch something. We live in a crazy fucking world. I fucking hope not. I just want to watch a nice clean fight. I don't need any jihad. I don't want to hear about any. You know, it's like with our president right now. There was an assassination attempt during a rally. That doesn't stop until they get what they want. There's never just one attempt. The main reason people don't want him in there is because they can't control him like they want to. I'm surprised they allowed him to be nominated. Well, he's not sworn into office again yet. They threw him out last time. They said Biden had 81 million votes.
A state of trance, Ferry Korsten non-stop in the mix.
Doesn't make any sense. For those of you not in America right now, you're not really too affected by this, but a lot of people's prices for everyday things have gone up a lot, and then people just blame the president. It's like, you not heard of fucking inflation and the fact every person born is a chance for something to have another tax added to it, because there's another person born, it's another future taxpayer, it's another. This is only the beginning, my friends. A gallon of milk is going to cost $10 5 years, 6 years, 8 years from now. Which is only the beginning. You have seen nothing. You think prices are high right now? I work in the meat market, in the meat industry. I have to sell chuck roasts at $10.99 a pound. That's fucking disgusting, man. Never in my life, and same with the guys I worked with, has chuck been that expensive that we have to sell it for. We pay $7.79 a pound, and we have to sell it for $10.99. We barely make money on chuck anymore. Pretty simple for me though, my life. Like, once I get bored of this one day or it shuts down, I'm just gonna go live in the woods and just live an off the grid lifestyle. Take my 22 with about 10,000 rounds in a ammo box and backpack, clothes, sleeping bags, summer clothes, winter clothes, water filters. I'll have enough money to be able to stop in towns and eat and different stuff like that when I want to, but I'm just gonna drift. I'll stop at different towns for marijuana or whatever else it may be that I need on my journey, but I'll be going on a journey one day with no destination. It's like this game. There's a destination, but it seems like it's never gonna happen. But if I didn't have this, I'd just take to the woods. There's nothing for me. There's nothing for me in this material world. Nothing makes me happy. It's my things that I enjoy that make me happy. Like, it's not. I mean, I bought a new laptop recently, that made me happy, but now it's just like, okay, it's just a machine doing what you need it to do. People eat bugs every day. If you eat cereal or granola or oatmeal or chocolate or anything, you eat bugs. There's bugs. There's an allowed amount of cockroach in the FDA. There's an allowed amount of bugs per portions of different foods. So technically we already are eating bugs. I worked in the M&M factory, the largest in the Northeast, the number one supplier of peanut M&Ms and chocolate M&Ms and mini M&Ms, and we literally would see, they were called sawtooth grain beetles, and the whole factory had them, and there were bugs in the chocolate, let's just put it that way. Hell, I worked for a flour distribution trucking company, and there'd be like almost, they looked like little ants, but they weren't ants, but like almost gnats that were in the tanks when we clean them out afterwards, service them. So that's flour, which gets put into everything basically. So basically everybody's eating bugs. Essentially, if you eat it, basically whatever you're eating, there's been some sort of contamination involved with it. Like enough where it's not going to hurt your body, it's not going to affect you. We have enough of immune systems that we're able to eat everyday foods. But a lot of it's not as sanitary as you think. That's why it's like I don't drink out of cans anymore, other than like Arizona, just because it's like that's the whole experience for me. It was popping a can open and drinking in Arizona, but most cans of soda and whatever, I just pour it into a cup. I don't know, it's easier to put ice into it then at that point, I guess, once it's in a glass. Yeah, you don't know how long it sat in some fucking warehouse, and that's why I was very skeptical about when I got my laptop online, because I don't usually like to get technology online, because I worked in an Amazon warehouse before, and shit gets just thrown in bins. I was a little hesitant, but it's the most powerful device I've had, power-wise and everything. Another overkill for RuneScape laptop, although, I'll tell you what, 80% of my memory is used just for Chrome, RuneLite, fucking Discord, launcher, Streamlabs. There's a lot of memory just from a little bit of shit. It doesn't use any of my processor, but 8 cores of them. My other laptop, I use that to remote while I'm at work, so I'm trying to take care of this thing, and like, you know, I'm known to just leave my devices on all the time. Well, I figure, you know, if there's 10, 12, well, it's even more than that. There's like 16, 18 hours worth of time where I'm asleep and then working, and then I only have about 6 or 8 hours to play. Well, I figure, you know, why not just shut it down and play the other device until... And like, if I don't feel like streaming one night, or if I have to go somewhere, I don't want to bang this thing around, because this is my main rig. Like, I'm going to use this as a PC when I move next summer. Just as I'm using it now, it's basically my streaming PC. At night, when I kick back, I hook a monitor up to it, throw it over there on the cooling board, and then fucking watch movies and shit. I realized that like a laptop is more suited for my play style and everything and the light. I have one that has an Ethernet port, but it's on the fucking right side, which my cord doesn't reach, so I have an adapter for my Ethernet cable. I have a 150-foot Ethernet cable running from the ground floor of the apartment complex through the ceilings up to the... You don't understand, like... Well, it would have been hard, but I used my brain. I took a coat hanger and taped the Ethernet cable to it, just the butt of it, and then slowly pulled it through each level of each floor. It didn't really take a genius to figure that out, but I was like, how am I going to do this in the most, like, less frustrating way possible? And I made it up here. I only have... Like, you could see... You can't even see it because you can't. There's no room to even show it. But it's literally, I have 4 feet of space, and then it reaches. It's short by 2 feet, It's 150 feet, but it's short by 2 feet to making it to the actual Ethernet port. Well, in the summer, things will be different, and I'll be able to wire in. My router and my wire, my Ethernet cable and my router are so close to each other in the camper that, like, I only need a 20-footer when I'm there, and even that's too much. And, you know, another thing, too, with me is, like, I hang out with my friends a lot in the summer. They come over, we party, I end up on my laptop, it's like, you know what? But I have the option too, guys, is to get a PC. I can get a brand new PC in the spring too. So it's like, but if I don't have to, I'm a use it till it doesn't work type of guy. Well, the laptop I had was no longer handling anything. The desktop I had couldn't even run Windows 11. So it was about to be unsupported. Well, I have a 12th Gen i5 with a NVIDIA GTX graphics card and a bunch of other bullshit. Basically, this laptop should double as a main rig for what I do. People told me the mic quality and everything's fine. So that's great, because I had problems with the other laptop, and then the quality of the mic and everything were shit. That was a problem for a long time. My headset too. My headset was absolute garbage. I honestly don't think I'm gonna get headphones for this laptop. I don't want to wear them if I don't have to. I don't want my hair to fall out, you know? Have that headset pressing on your head too long, your hair falls out. Trust me. That would suck. It's not hereditary, it's from wearing a headset. That would suck. Alright guys, birdhouse run. Let's get a fucking spirit tree seed so I can go do 99 con. I fucking hate this. Feels like RNG, dude. It feels like PVM. I'm waiting on a drop to do what I'm trying to do. I sat wrong throughout the summer. I fucked with my back. Got a bit of tingly feeling in my foot when I stand on the ball of it. But it's from the way I was sitting. I was like crunched. So from now on, when I play this game, I am in relaxation, full relaxation, laid down, relaxed, no strain on my back, neck, nothing. Just, I'm not sitting at setups anymore. You're sitting up in a prone position. Recline doesn't explain it. I'm laying in my bed right now, dude, with pillows under my back and head and neck. I am complete comfort. There's no like posture worries because you're not putting any force on your spine. It's just relaxed. Like, I work 50 hours a week. I might as well be relaxing and enjoying what I'm doing in my free time. And, just a laptop, like I said, a laptop makes more sense for my life. Like, if I want more, I got a monitor right there, hook up a keyboard, whatever, I could do whatever. That, I was honestly thinking about that for the summer, but at the same time, I could lay on my fucking bed there and do exactly what I'm doing right now. So, it's like, it's up in the air. I might change my mind and get a PC. I might just not. I mean, I have all the ports. Once I'm at the camper again, I can hook up the Ethernet cable. I have, then I'll have 2 slots, one for the keyboard, one for the mouse. I don't need a webcam and shit. I already have the mic and webcam, so I could fucking... Although, I could hook in a headset if I wanted. But that would just be nice to have the second monitor, a keyboard. Like, but I have that... I have that right now. In a world that's gone now, when you needed AHKs and different stuff like that, like... There was a big posture war going on, you know, everybody was, you know, criticizing who used AHKs and who did what, like people had hand pain. This is stuff like 6-8 years ago, a lot of people weren't around yet. Oh shit, 15 minutes till this fight. If it's quick, I'll be back. If not, I'm gone for the night. Nah, I'm not gonna go live again after this. Fuck that. One a day, for now. One a day today. Tomorrow there will be 2 streams. Sunday there will be 2. Monday there will be 2. Tuesday there will be 2. There's usually 2 streams a day because I go live 2 different time zones. I may be a nobody, but I pull a lot of different impressions through YouTube, Twitch, different time zones. I'm thankful for anybody who hangs out with me because, like, better than being alone. The Grave Leo. Leo the Grave Master. Oh shit, I'm supposed to do a bird run. Fuck! I'm stuck in the Artie coma. 67k an hour. Artie. Come on, give me my fucking spirit tree seed, please. I used to get these all the time on the hardcore and just drop them. Nothing. Useless. Here we go. Useless. Every one we open that isn't is one more step to the 1 in 91 RNG. Fucking sad, dude. Fucking unlucky. It's like, fuck you, go back to what you were doing, you get nothing. I'm 9 out of 91 right now for seed nests. Oh. Hate my life. Let down. There's a there's a big letdown, dude. Fucking letdown. Like me, a giant letdown. This could take fucking days. I hate when things that I'm trying to do are hung up by RNG, but the only solace I get is it's actually... Doing agility and birdhouse runs is actually efficient. It's like pretty efficient if you're doing that. But I drop everything because it's not what I need. You know, it really pissed me off that, like, I got a spirit tree seed from a master farmer at like 97 thieving or some shit, and I was just like, whatever. I know it's common as fuck from Hispori, but I can't seem to get any Hispori seeds, and I'm not taking a break to get tree seeds. No, UAM can't use the be too easy game. It's fucking demoralizing though. You go and you wait 45 minutes just to get let down again and again and again. You run in circles, go and get let down. Come back, run in circles. I have no idea how far, I don't even know what my agility will get to. I'll get top 100 in agility though, I think. Depending on how fucking long this takes, how dry I go. I need to plant it in my house so that when I do construction, I can take the tree. Yo, I'm bouncing. I'm gonna watch this fight. I'll see you tomorrow.